What is it about Jews that makes us strong?
Oh, wow. I didn't expect such a deep question.
Oh, I have lots of them.
We are the only people where you're able to say anything about us, and we really have no comeback.
2 tragedies.
Yeah.
And then there's so much beauty in the midst of all this stuff.
And the beauty is just us coming together. All of these Jewish people, like, we have this incredible bond we would have never had before.
Yeah.
And so out of something very, very dark came this amazing light.
From iron wombs our fathers.
I didn't tell you this before we get to our guest today.
Yeah.
So we had an incident, and you're free to listen. We'll get to you in a second here. You know, my daughter had a friend that was sick. Did I let you know about this?
Yeah, you told me, but go ahead.
So he had leukemia.
Yeah.
And he beat the leukemia, 9 years old, sweetest kid in the world. And then I was away, and I get a mess. My wife calls. My daughter's home. She goes, Piper wants to go swimming. You know, we put a pool in, but it's not done yet. I go, there's no chlorine in the thing. She goes, it's hose water. Let her swim. And all right, my wife's a hillbilly. So then my wife calls, and she's in the shed in the backyard, half in the shed, half out of the shed, bawling her eyes out hysterically, looking at the pool. So all I'm thinking is, my daughter drowned. I go, what is going on? What is going on? And she goes, it's not good. Nico. And I go, what happened? And she said, his leukemia came back. We knew that. And then they're driving him to the hospital. His heart stops. The dad gives CPR on the way to the hospital. They get him to the hospital, put him on a ventilator. No brain activity. They sign a DNR. So my wife is, I go, all right, I go, Piper can't see you like this. I call we have gay neighbors. They haven't helped the property value, but so the gay neighbors come, get Piper, take her away to, I don't know, wherever, Dorothy land or something. I don't know, Wizard of Oz.
Right.
And then I get someone to come pick Christine up. I go, she can't be on her own. And I'm away doing this. And then, while I'm away, I'm talking to one of the other moms, and she's like, it's not looking good. And she goes, he's going to go today or tomorrow. I go, don't tell the girls. I go, I got to deal with this when I get home. So the mom texts me. She goes, call me. And I call, and I go, he's gone, right? And she goes, yeah. And we start crying. And I go, he's an angel now. And she goes, yeah, he's an angel. And I go, he was such a good kid. I go, he was so much better than our kids. And we had a laugh. Like, there was this moment where, and I was like, especially your kids. I mean, your kids are so bad. And so I get home from this trip, which was exhausting. And on my way back, you know, I was stuck in the airport for 13 hours. I couldn't be here for a show.
Right.
The next day, I can't get home until late at night after flight to LaGuardia. There's a priest at the airport, and I walk up to the priest, and I go, hey, I don't want to bug you. And it looked like one of those new age priests, you know, shaved head, kind of rock and roll-y kind of guy, you know, probably not attracted to kids, you know, one of those new types of priests. And I go, I'm Jewish. My wife's Catholic. I want to ask you this. And I explained to him the story that was happening. And I go, what are your thoughts? How do I break this to a kid? How do I tell a 9-year-old, you lost your best friend? And this is what the priest did. He goes, well, what do you think you should do? And I go, the fuck is that?
Right.
What the fuck is that? That's your fucking... So I get home. I tell my wife. She's got friends over. I go, Nico's gone. And we cry, and the friends cry.
Right, of course, yeah.
I have a sip of wine with them, which, you know, I stopped drinking for a while, and now I'll have a glass of wine once in a while. And she goes, we have to tell Piper. I go, we're not telling her tonight. She's having a sleepover. So the next morning, she's like, we can't tell. So I ordered these necklaces, these angel wing necklaces. So I got one for each of us, so everybody gets to wear it. And, you know, it's a little neat. It looks weird on me because my neck is big. But I think my wife tightened it, so it looks, I mean, it's kind of gay, but it's kind of cool. So then she goes, you can't tell Piper because we're going to Delaware. You're not going to see her for 4 days. So here's what I do. I text the rabbi, and I go, we kind of need your help on this because Piper goes to Hebrew school. Rabbi came over when she had her tonsils. He's such a great dude. Reform rabbis are really cool.
Yeah.
And he's a really smart Reform rabbi. I like him. He's not one of those real hippy-dippy guys, you know? And he goes, yeah, come in. And I go, should I tell her before? I don't know how to do this. Yeah. He literally told me what to do. we sat her down under a tree. We said, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
And then I said, what do you want to do? And she goes, we should pie each other in the face. Her and her friend Nico used to pie each other in the face with whipped cream. And I go, that's great. I go, do you want to do that first or do you want to go see the rabbi? And she goes, I want to go see the rabbi.
Oh.
So we went to temple and we sat with the rabbi and the cantor for like an hour. And the rabbi said, what was the first thing you thought when you heard your friend died? And Piper said, I want to start a charity to help other kids like that. And we all just start bawling. And the rabbi goes, she is so far ahead of where a 9-year-old should be,
Right.
that she's thinking about other people and not thinking about her own pain. So it was just this really nice Jewish moment that I had where it was able to alleviate all this weight that I felt as a man. I felt this weight, like I have to deal with this for my family. I
Right.
have to be the man. And then to come together as a family and then have a child take some of that weight away from you. It was just an amazing moment. So I wanted to share that with everybody.
Well, now I feel really bad because I was looking at that thing around your neck when you came in, and I had like 5 jokes lined up.
I know.
I'm like, I better save it. And then now I'm like, I feel like an asshole.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, where somebody could say like, "Hey, what's that for?" And then you tell them, and like, "Oh, I feel like an asshole."
like
now.
I need a shower
It'd make
now.
somebody feel like an asshole now. Speaking of weight,
Yes.
this guy lifts his own on the reg. Viral sensation.
Aaron Schulman.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
How did this? First of all, you come into this weird 6th-floor studio, and this guy is sharing this story with, and you look enthralled by it and empathetic simultaneously.
That's
You have a
great
very nice, trustworthy
Now
Jewish
I know
face.
why you're wearing the necklace, which I actually was wondering, and it kind of looks good on you in a certain way.
Thank
The
you.
Wings.
Yeah.
I saw the wings.
Sorry.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. So we saw this this viral video of you,
Yeah.
and Aaron actually sent it to me, and you're like, we got to get this guy on it. So the video, let's actually pull it up. It's great. Here, let's take a look. You're at some sort of, what is this, is this like
there's
a
a park right near my house.
park near a house?
By the way, we're the same
Wait.
age.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I
Aaron
look
and
way
Aaron.
younger.
Good.
Look at you.
I mean, this is great. And they're like shocked. Like, I don't know why. I mean, you know, but you have your seat hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, I did 22 pull-ups.
Yeah.
So the first round you have to do 30 pull-ups. If
Okay.
you can't do 30 in a row, you have to do a set of 50 push-ups and then finish them.
Wow.
And more than half the guys, those young guys you see, the guy who filmed it,
Yeah.
and like puts the camera in his
Nice push-ups.
Yeah, thanks. So he.
Oh, you're locked in, dude.
Yeah. It was hot. I actually burned my fingers here.
Did you?
Yeah, I had you can.
Oh, I
maybe
see,
still-
yeah.
Not that's just my, but I had
Callus, yeah.
burns there. And when I flipped the tire, the whole whatever. So then you did 50 squats. Then you did 5 pull-ups, walk across, and then do 5 pull-ups on the other side. Then you run to the track, and you have to flip this tire 10 times and do 55 burpees on it. And then you run around the track twice.
And there's a guy smoking weed right beneath you.
Yeah. And then 20 times up and back the steps.
Wow.
But there's 10 flights of steps. You go back and forth.
But you don't look smoked out. Like in terms of like, you know, energy, you don't look smoked at all. Like you're just like, you just keep going and going. And
Yeah, well, I mean, you're repeating it. I can do a million push-ups.
I understand.
Yeah.
But listen, I feel like, you know,
Oh, he's still going. Third time watching it.
there are people who are 35 that can't do this, you know.
Well,
you know, so it's quite. Were you always like into like exercise and
No, I wasn't. I grew up surfing.
Oh.
And I moved here. I kind of got not fit for a while. And then I got back into fitness like 5 years ago. And I'm doing more pull-ups than I ever used to be able to do because that's what I'm doing now. I'm not, surfing. And I'm doing more pull-ups than I ever used to do because that's what I'm doing now.
Interesting. How? So you were where did you used to live?
I used to live in Florida.
Florida.
Which part?
Boca Raton.
A lot of Jews.
Yeah, I grew up in Boca.
How was that?
I was actually, ironically, I was the first bar mitzvah in the BRS, Boca Raton Synagogue.
Oh, really?
And it was in a middle school at the time. And then like life happened, and my wife and I moved here like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I spent like 10 years doing nothing. And
Literally nothing?
Yeah, no fitness. I rode a bike to work, and then one day my friend says, "Oh, come to my gym," and I'm like, "Okay." I went, and like that's it. I'm hooked. I never really got into working out. Working out was always riding a bike, going surfing, going swimming. But now I'm into working out. And I'm much more into calisthenics and training without weights. Push-ups and pull-ups and.
Clearly, people they were obviously. I don't think it was less about the age and more about the fact that you're visibly Jewish. You have to succeed, and maybe I don't remember if I saw a kippah that you're wearing there. But,
I was wearing kind of this hat. Yeah.
Right, that hat. So, were you born religious? Were you?
When I was born, my parents were religious, but then they became not religious. I met the Chabad on the campus in college.
Oh, and then you kind of became.
And then I became religious.
Very religious.
Yeah. Then I became. Yeah, and I'm still about how religious as I was when I met the.
And yeah, so it's just interesting. I think when people see someone who is religious, I mean, for me, it's not a shock, but I think for people on the outside, they see that and they're like, "What?" Like they expect that, like, isn't this guy learning all day? Or like,
right.
In other words, so seeing someone like you doing the pull-ups, push-ups. I think more so than that, because you don't look like an older person. You just look, but you do look religious. You look like a Jewish person. But like
there's varying ideas of how old I am, because if you look at me up close, I don't look too old. But
your skin is great.
Yeah, but people who see just like the beard and then like, must be old,
right?
Because I went gray. Some people didn't go gray at my age.
No, I color it. So my girlfriend, she's like, "Why are you coloring?" I'm like, "Nah," because once I do that, then it's like if I'm gray, then I have to do that. But now
gray's a great look. I would love a gray beard. As a bodybuilder, I love a gray beard.
Yeah.
I like seeing like a huge guy with a gray beard. I like it.
Like Zeus.
Like Zeus. Like Moses.
Yeah.
Moses
was stronger than Zeus.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you were to hold up stone tablets,
I hope I wouldn't drop them.
That's right. See, we had this discussion on the very first episode.
I know. He'd be the guy doing the bicep curls with them.
What is it about Jews that makes us strong?
Oh, wow. I didn't expect such a deep question.
Oh, I have lots of them.
We are the only people where you're able to say anything about us, and we really have no comeback anymore, because you're talking to someone who's saying something that's probably not true. Mm-hmm. And I just saw a young lady who's doing like psychology, but somehow they know she's Jewish, and she said that once I realized that it's not me that they're attacking, so that might be it, but I don't want to go into that because I'm lucky. I don't get. I only got like 2 or 3 attacks, or maybe 5 or 10 attacks. But it's like
you should see our comments. Our comment section, we get a lot
because you say yours says Jew in it.
Oh, that's true.
Right. But yeah, and I probably never met the person. You know? I probably didn't cut him off in traffic or anything. Right. So it's probably unwarranted.
Right.
But yeah,
they don't know you personally.
I think being Jewish, that's tough, and that's tough for especially young people who haven't figured out life yet. And do you want to be Jewish? Do you want But I don't really have a good. I do. The reason why that's happening is because when God asked Abraham whether he wants his children to go into exile or to go in what's called Gehenna, he chose exile. And here we are. And so that's what we get.
And we have to put up with
we just have to put up with it. And it's never going to sound fair. It's never going to be fair. And there's a lot of other things that aren't fair. Some people are the right weight without working out. Right. And some people have a struggle, and that's not fair also. Right. I mean, life isn't fair, but
well, it's interesting that you can in those videos, for instance, there's not it seemed like a lot of those guys were like, I felt like once you were doing the push-ups and pull-ups, they were like, I don't care that he's Jewish. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a badass
They
Jew.
tell
Like,
me,
this is-
they
right.
tell me that in the park. You're like, well, the last time I was there, someone says, "You're one of us," and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But I work out alongside and with them, and like in their in the routines, and I'm not like. My wife came to the set. There was Ultimate Gladiator 2. I did that one too.
Oh, cool.
And my wife came and she said, I would be afraid to go into the park, but they're so nice, everyone.
Right.
And it's just an element that we're not so familiar with. And the first thing that someone said to me when I joined the Gladiator 1 was like, we want to join the two communities. We don't want to be apart. We want you guys to come and work out with us. And there's a few Jewish people that come in and work. So and that's what we all want. Like we all want to be together. And there's really no separation when we're all working out. That's
but that's I think fitness brings a lot of people together. And Aaron and I, in the bodybuilding world, you find people, and I feel like there's obviously differences. You can probably talk politics, this and that, but when you talk about the passion of fitness and bodybuilding, we're all speaking the same language.
Yeah.
And I think it's same thing with any other kinds of disciplines in fitness, whether it's cycling, running, calisthenics. Once you're in that world, obviously people, they'll make fun a little bit here and there, but whatever it is. But once you're in that world of passion, nobody cares. It's just, let's do it. Can you do it or not?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. So I love that. That's great.
You talk about the notion of exile. What are the benefits of being exiled as a people?
That's an incredible question because according to Kabbalah, there's a light that Hashem can only reveal through us being in the exile. And so every time someone says something nasty to you just because you're Jewish, you could just think, oh, God's trying to reveal this light and it's coming. It's coming. The light that's going to be revealed when Mashiach comes, when Messiah comes,
right,
is going to be like nothing else we've ever seen. And part of it is, and it's esoteric. It doesn't make any sense why it has to be through this way, but that's what it is. And it occurred to me more recently, like anytime anyone says something that's upsetting to you, well, that's just what it's supposed to be.
There's something about, when people say Jews are the chosen people, I don't think that people take it to be better than. I'm sure people on the outside do, but there's something about there's so few of us, so at times we feel so alone, but as soon as there's other Jewish people around, that sense of community really is a light and it's an uplifting thing.
Yeah.
As a really religious guy, where do you feel that the most? Is it in temple? Is it just walking through your day-to-day activities? Where do you feel it?
Oh, since this October 7th, so I'm running with a group called Nice Jewish Runners. We're going to do a run like...
Are they nice guys?
From here. Yeah, they're all...
Are they Jewish?
They couldn't figure out a name.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jews on the run? No, that doesn't sound... Because we just were So, and here you have this... It was a Jewish running group that came about because people were sick of seeing the free whatever statements on all their other running groups, and so we'll just make our own. It's a viral thing. All these Jews we wouldn't have had what to do with each other. We wouldn't have called ourselves Jewish. They all have a Jewish star on their and like half the time you're running with. Half the time I'll have one, half the time I won't,
right,
and half the people will have them about every time you run, and it's like. It's brave in a way because there are people that come up to us and say things, but
what do they say?
Free Palestine and all the gambit of things.
Right.
And there's some people that are just thinking what they're going to say next.
You can see on their face. right.
Yeah. So, but all of these Jewish people, we have this incredible bond we would have never had before.
Yeah.
And so out of something very, very dark came this amazing light. And that might be kind of like what we're seeing is happening in a spiritual sense too.
I talked to a tour guide this weekend because I'm going to Israel and I'm taking my girls
cool.
there. And she goes, it's changed since you were here 15 years ago. She said, first of all, the election's going to be 2 weeks after you're here. She goes, it's going to be a weird time. And I said, well, it's always a weird time in Israel, isn't it? And then she said, you need to add to your tourist list, you need to go to where the music festival was.
Oh, yeah.
But
my wife went there, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
And what were her thoughts on it?
Oh, when you see it, it's like something that you have, she says, I wasn't there. It's like something that you have to like be there and experience. Like, it's like being in Auschwitz, My wife was there too. I was never in any of these places.
So we have these things now where I'm going to take these girls to Israel. They've never been there. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see all these beautiful, wondrous things, and we're going to see the wall. And Modi told us go under the wall to where they bring incredible. The Mexicans in. And, and then there's a tour under the wall, and of course the Dead Sea and Masada, which he describes as a schlep. I don't know if my wife's she's going to get so much chub rub going up those stairs. But then, of course, you have the Holocaust Museum. Yeah. And now, which you thought would stand on its own. You'd be like, this is never going to happen again because Israel was founded. So this is going to be this archaic thing. And now, years later, here's Nova. Yeah. And it's amazing that these two things exist simultaneously, years apart, two tragedies. Yeah. And then there's so much beauty in the midst of all this stuff.
And the beauty is just us coming together. And I don't know when you started your podcast, but I mean, I have to hand it to you. On my social media, I'm just Aaron Schulman. You guys have Jew in your name. Yeah. So that is like awesome. You're expressing your Judaism, maybe even more openly than I am. Yeah. I think that's amazing.
And you might know this more than I do. I just know bits and pieces, but like the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who was like he was like the last rabbi of the Lubavitch movement, which is like a sect of Hasidic Judaism.
That's where I live, in Crown Heights.
Okay. So and would you identify yourself as a Lubavitch? Okay. But it seemed like people would ask him about Israel and things like that, and he actually had a very interesting answer, which was more about, when you go there, it's for the spirituality. Politics are the politics. But for him, it's like in Israel, and in anything really, when he and I get to what he really said, it was about anti-Semitism at large, was that you can harp on it, but we have a mission to do in this world. And it's like, it's not to say that we don't admit it exists and we don't cry for the things that happen, but in this world, whether it's, as through comedy, bringing joy, or through fitness or whatever it is, everyone has a mission. Yeah. And that's the purpose. People come in, they do horrific things to us, and our job is to push back in the ways we know how to do it and give, our gifts. That was kind of, I'm not, this is not word for word, but it's essentially the essence of what he was saying, at least in the clips I saw. And then he said, on back day, you have to do... No, I'm kidding. Make sure that you do reverse pull downs. You want to get some of the bicep activation. Yeah.
So,
But am I directionally close to what,
Yeah, well, the Rebbe... one thing that the Rebbe wanted people who were influencing other Jews was to not be political. Right. Because then you lose people. Right. And Israel, I mean, politics or not politics, a lot of people ask the Rebbe why he doesn't move to Israel. Right. And I don't think we understand, fully why the Rebbe did or didn't do. But I think one of the answers I think that he told was like, when you're a captain of a ship, you have to make sure everybody, right. He was doing something really important. He never rested. Right. He was helping people 24/7. So he was helping more people being in New York, and he never thought about a vacation or going to Israel or doing anything for himself. I think that's the real answer.
Yeah. It's also very hot in Israel, and wearing all those coats and...
Yeah, I like it here. I like this temperature. The heat is a lot.
What's your favorite New York Jewish food?
Oh. Okay, I do like Yerushalmi Kugel.
What is that?
It's noodles with, I think, like sugar and black pepper.
Okay.
It's not the most healthy thing.
I love how Jewish food always sounds disgusting,
right.
and then it never sounds appetizing, but then you do eat it, it's kind of delicious.
Yeah. I'm eating really healthy though, so I'm eating.
Oh, you
like,
look great. I mean,
let me tell you the way I eat. So then, like more about what I eat. I eat like I lived 500 years ago, except coffee. I still eat coffee. People didn't.
You eat coffee.
Yeah,
I drink it.
I have coffee.
Do you have a black or with milk, sugar?
Yeah, I have milk and all that, and grains. I don't eat the modern.
What's this diet called? The 500-year ago diet?
Yeah, let's call it that now because I don't really have a name for it.
All right, walk us through it.
Anything that you could buy or you can get 500 years ago, you can eat today. But you can't have modern wheat because it's hybridized. You can't have. I guess you can have potatoes, but if people didn't eat potatoes, maybe not. But that's like so you can have
Rice,
chicken,
beef,
and you can have
Hamantaschen?
spelt kamut and einkorn wheat because those were around. Modern wheat wasn't around. You can't have these what people call seed oils, processed oils. No processing, cold pressed. Go for cold pressed everything. And the one thing that I noticed, I mean, this is way off Jewish cooking topic, but it is when people switch from the processed oils or the seed oils, that's the one thing that you notice that you feel better immediately. There's no food change. People go off sugar. Oh, I'm very uncomfortable because I'm used to having
What
sugar.
if you're injecting steroids and they're in seed oils? Grapeseed oil?
Yeah.
Well, grapeseed oil might not be as bad. I'm not sure about grapeseed oil.
Makes me feel pretty good.
Yeah. So that's what I'm into as far as food goes.
But it seems like it's work. Like, I know. So a lot of the stuff that you're talking about, people will say like, "Oh, when they eat like that, they feel a lot less bloating." And just
less
looking at you
bloating.
like you look in shape and like very like everything's like there are people who just have like pimply and you could tell like it's because of their diet. There's just a look to people like they have that bloated look. It's clearly due to. I think RFK Jr. is directionally.
Yeah, he's got something.
Yeah, and again, people make fun of him because he sounds like that, but he's not stupid. Did you see the recent interview in CNN with him and Dana Bash?
I'm not sure if I saw that one.
So it's fantastic. He goes on. So RFK Jr. goes on CNN. And she's literally she has her notes to try to play gotcha.
Yeah.
And he brought and think however you want to think about him, think he's this, that. He brought the receipts. It is, if you can find it on YouTube, it's Dana Bash, RFK Jr. It's someone sent it to me. It is amazing because he tears CNN a new one. And basically, she was like, well, the science wasn't that. He goes, you were basically on Fauci, who was lying, who's
stuff.
And he was. Yeah. Here, if you guys have it, let's throw it up. Oh wow, it's very healthy. Love this.
Oh, here it is.
Okay. So this is it's fantastic. I love how Fox News plays CNN clips. Maybe we could skip ahead a little bit.
We protect the Constitution. The Constitution was
Forgive me, but you're talking about rights, and I'm asking about a potential public health crisis that is coming. But I do want to
And one of the mistakes we made in the last time was suppressing those rights so people weren't being heard. The doctors who were saying you're doing it wrong were being marginalized and vilified.
Yeah. And because again, I really want to rewind.
Of course she does.
You were saying yes, I do.
Part of the problem.
No, I wasn't part of the problem.
It was absolutely
there you go.
Malpractice. We're allowing
Mr. Secretary, your job
is a fear skepticism toward authority. And
yes,
you were doing that. You
I
were
am.
beating
My
up
job is
people
also
who were dissenting.
no. Okay, you want to sit here and attack me, or do you want to have conversations about public health?
Attack
I'm
you.
not attacking you. I'm asking questions about how to
Let
prevent
me
the next
ask the question. You're
transmission.
talking
Yeah.
nonsense. You're making assertions. You
He's
can't-
right on the money with food and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to
I mean, it seems like they're arguing.
Yeah.
assertions that you can't support? I'll get there in a second.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I just recommend watch the whole thing because they talk about everything and they go into vaccines, which, by the way, people always said he's anti-vax. He isn't. He just says there's certain vaccines
Yeah.
he's more skeptical about and he wants to do more research on.
Yeah.
But it's not that's a very middle of the road position. No one could refute that, so they have to make him anti-vax. He says I'm not. He says the measles is the greatest
Well,
vaccine.
he did great stuff with food.
Right.
He
Right.
redid the pyramid.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that he talks about. First of all, you ever see RFK doing? He's jacked. He's
Yeah.
ripped. He's definitely on TRT or something.
Yeah, he's
Of course.
But
It's not taking Primo.
yeah, but people are like, oh, he's not a scientist. It's like, okay, great, but he's an advocate. He's put in
Yeah.
that role to hire scientists to do the studies, and he brought the receipts to that argument, and he's got a fantastic singing voice.
There is a huge benefit to eating healthy and how it makes you feel. Like if you eat crap, you feel like crap.
yeah.
I did it for a couple days this weekend where I was like, okay, I'm away. I'm going to eat some burgers and some pizza. And I felt awful.
Yeah.
I was just on edge. I didn't feel good. And as soon as I got home and I started eating right again, I'm like, oh, I feel great.
Yeah.
And everything in life goes better when you're healthy and you take care of yourself. Should that be more of a tenet in Judaism?
Yo, that's a good question because it should be in a way. I mean, there is a mitzvah to guard your soul, which means to be healthy, and which means exercise and eating healthy. And I think that people are so unaware about the foods that they're eating. They think that what they think is healthy, some people, it's not. And they don't understand why it's not. When my daughter was little, she was eating potato chips, and I said I wasn't really into health back then, but I said to her something about it. She said, "But it's a vegetable." I thought that was one of her best lines. And I'm like, oh no, I have to explain to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, potato chips aren't vegetables, and and like the sugar in everything, and we've been conditioned to accept to eat sweet things, and we need to and have those simple carbohydrates and stuff, and it's creating health problems for people that are serious and that are real. And if we could reverse that, if we could teach people to eat things that taste more savory and less sweet, and to enjoy that, we could reverse diabetes and cancer. Well, I'm not going to talk about cancer, but
Diabetes for sure, though.
sugar feeds cancer. But I'm not talking about it because
What if I told you there was a peptide that I have in my garage
get outta
that
here.
I
You
could
got-
sell you?
Do you think?
Did I do an opening for you?
Yes.
All
Red
right.
True Tide.
Okay.
Do you like in the Orthodox world?
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're starting to.
They're catching on.
They're catching on, right?
Really?
They're a little bit late with things. I mean, I remember organic, and then all of a sudden the Orthodox 10 years later, organic. And now it's like low sugar, low carb, and now they're just getting that now.
The Orthodox are getting that.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting it, and I mean,
so like
yeah.
let's say a Shabbos meal. So for our 3 Orthodox listeners, no, we have a lot. for a Shabbos Friday night meal, what would you have? That's
Well, so
healthy?
we have my wife bakes the challah with using spelt,
Oh, okay.
and so right away you're off the modern wheat,
Right.
And then
So your challah's gluten free.
no, there's gluten in spelt.
Okay.
It's it's not that super great, but
Yeah.
It's easier to digest, probably.
it's much easier to digest. The people who switch from they do it for a reason, and it's not even like people who are interested in health. Sometimes people just switch because they can't eat any more of
Right.
that stuff, and yeah, the chicken. I got into black rice. I heard about it, and then everybody. Black rice is like those wild rice. When you buy wild rice, you get a few black kernels
Yeah.
in it. Well, if you just eat black rice, the glycemic index much lower than regular rice.
Probably the fiber is better, right?
That's
Right.
and black rice and buckwheat, and I mean those are the best grains. And then
So the downside of telling everyone else in the community about this is then it starts getting sold out at the kosher supermarkets.
There-
so
there
you
you
gotta
go.
like zip it, you know? Like no, eat the regular rice. It's good for you.
Black rice
we'll
is not
ship it
easy
in.
to find.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. Well, Whole Foods. Everyone
Okay.
has it. Yeah.
Your
Sometimes it's called
diet
purple rice.
is not cheap.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Anytime I hear cold pressed, I'm like, that's
more.
expensive.
Yeah, it's more.
Wow. How many meals a day do you eat?
Well, 2 or 3. Sometimes I skip a meal, but I'm not like I don't do this thing where I'm not going to eat until what. I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee. We just got an espresso machine, so we're making lattes and cappuccinos. And so I'll wake up and I'll have a cappuccino. If I'm not hungry, I won't eat. Today I ate breakfast. Yesterday I didn't.
When do you do your growth hormone?
No, I don't.
No, you're too healthy for that. I feel like
If they had it 500 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
500 years ago.
By the way, they say fasting stimulates the growth hormone. So
Yeah.
people who want to, it's like I think 2 days fasting, and you've got growth hormones coming through your ears. So if you want to get, just YouTube it. I'm not saying any medical or advice for anyone.
Yeah, people get worried about doing that.
No, we just tell people to
I
do
know.
like tons of trenbolone, but
Yeah.
dude, I'm kidding.
You do it. Yeah.
We're not doctors, but it's interesting because I like I kind of like your style, especially as I get older, I'm trying to like not lift as heavy in the gym, but also do more calisthenics because I have joint inflammation and things like that. And when I'm 70, I'm not going to be wanting to like push the weight I push now at 40.
Yeah.
And at 50, you're not going to be wanting to maybe do. So it's just nice. At some point, you might go back to swimming or surfing and saying that's
Yeah. Well, I like to get now I'm actually training for the Gladiator 3 for some reason, but
it's amazing. What is the the Gladiator 3?
it's the same thing.
Okay.
And it's the same exercises.
Okay.
And
Just pull up, push up.
pull-ups, push-ups, running up steps, and the tire flip is the one that gets me because I am not good with weights.
Yeah. How much? You
can sub
Yeah.
in for me the tire flip.
He'll do his pinky.
It's Aaron and
Throw a
Aaron,
gray beard on.
You can grow it out by then.
So it's a stunt double.
Yeah.
But how much does the tire weigh? It must be like
Oh, it's got the
ton, right?
it's like
a tractor tire, right?
yeah. It's got no. It's got the hub in it.
Oh, right.
So it's got iron in.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Wow.
heavy. I don't know how much it weighs. I don't
When
think I
you're
want to know.
flipping it, do you ever feel like going, "Oi, hey, my back! Please help me, somebody!" And then you ever go, "I'm gonna sue everybody."
I already get. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Aaron, when your next video go viral, there you go.
Yeah. Great. Final question for Aaron.
yeah.
Jordan, go ahead.
So, what gives you, aside from fitness, what gives you the biggest joy in life?
Oh, I have a great relationship with my wife. Just being with her and like hanging out and doing nothing.
Amazing.
That's great for me.
Is she into fitness as well?
We're running together.
That's awesome.
So yeah, she's pretty much into fitness.
Isn't it easier when like you're both, like it's like my girlfriend, she's a runner and I do more bodybuilding, but like the fact that we're both fitness people, it just makes doing this so much easier.
Something to connect with, and
That's wonderful. That's so beautiful, man. I think like everything you're doing, especially continue making videos, dude.
Yeah.
And continue it brings a lot of joy to people, and I think there's so much like doom and gloom online. When you
let's do our push-ups.
Oh yeah, so is it possible to get him to do some push-ups and we can see it, or is it not going to show up on camera? And I'm throwing you guys in for a loop here. Move the camera. How about this? I'm going to record you doing push-ups, and then we can loop it in.
We'll add it in.
We'll add it in. So we're going to do that. So
Beautiful.
we're going to end the. I don't know why I just like stumbled.
That's okay. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up.
Aaron, where can people find you? What's your Instagram? Where do you want
My
people to go?
Instagram's my whole name, Aaron Schulman, AARONS CHULMAN. then an underline thing on Instagram, and you can find me from there on other places.
And working out in the park sometimes.
Yeah, in the park in Wingate by Crown
Let this
Heights.
be a lesson to all the badass Jews out there. If you do something really cool and viral in a park that is not Epstein related, you may be able to get on Badass Jews. We just found this guy online, and here he is now, a huge celebrity looking like David Cross and David Tell. So it's amazing. Thank you for being here. You're a badass Jew.
Thank you so much.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
All right.
From iron wombs our fathers, dust breathes ancient agony. A covenant of ash etched on the souls each